Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you've seen my previous video, either my previous video or the one before that, then you would know that I've recently started working for MAC Cosmetics. So just the other day I got all of these MAC goodies in the mail, got a whole box worth here. So I thought I would sit down and film a little video and just kind of show you guys what I got, just in case you're interested. There's quite a few things in here, so it's very exciting, and I kind of just want to film this video so that I can open it all and play with it. I've been kind of holding off because I haven't had everything here yet and I've been kind of busy, so yeah, I'm so pumped to kind of open this. I have actually opened a few things already because I couldn't help myself, but I will still be able to show you anyway, so it's all good. So the first thing is these lashes. I wear lashes every day to work and I have been using XO Beauty lashes, but because I sell MAC eyelashes, then it's probably best that I wear MAC eyelashes so that I can kind of just like display the products and stuff. So these ones are the Heartbreaker Lash number 75. I also wear the Maximalist Lash. I can't remember what number that is, I think it's 87. But those are like the two kind of biggest, boldest lashes, and I like really big lashes, so I was so excited to get these ones. I've been wearing them constantly since they arrived, so definitely getting good wear out of them, and I'm gonna have to buy some more. Then the next thing I got is some of the Studio Fix fluid. This is in the shade NW10. It's the lightest in the pink undertone that MAC does, and I'm pretty pale. I do put on a lot of like bronzer and blush, but I am actually quite pale without all of that, so yeah, NW10 for me. I also got the pump as well because it's kind of hard to like pour it out onto your hand, or I don't know, like if you pour it directly onto your sponge or brush or whatever. So I think the pump's really handy, and I decided to get one of those, and I couldn't wait to open it because I have just run out of my last foundation. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've opened so far. I'll start with the one that I'm the most excited for. I got the 170 brush, which is like an angled, dense buffing brush for like foundation. I have one of these at work that I've been using on like clients. I really like it. It's really soft, and I decided I had to get one for myself because I like it that much, and I already have a lot of brushes, so I didn't really need another brush, but this one is just so nice. Like if you're going to get any brush from MAC, get this one because it is so good, and it just like gives you a really nice finish. And I'm also going to get the Studio Fix Tech Compact, which I think this will be like perfect to use with it, so I'm really excited for that. Then I got the 270S brush, which is very similar to the 170, but it's just like a smaller version for concealer. I already have like one from Zoeva that I'm really obsessed with, and I use it constantly, so it's always good to have backups of things, and the MAC brushes are really good quality, so it's pretty much an investment, really. So yeah, I got a concealer one as well to match my foundation one. I'm so excited. I got another concealer brush as well. So I got the 195 brush, which is like more of like a paddle brush, and it's quite big. I wasn't expecting it to be that big. I quite like that it's that big because it's good for like applying concealer to the under eye or doing like a quicker cut crease, because using a smaller brush can take quite a while. Maybe if you're doing it on a client, for an event, and you're in a bit of a rush, or you just need to be as efficient as possible, then it's good to have like a larger brush as well. Another one that I have at work that I use on clients that I love so much that I had to just buy for myself is the 133S, which is like a flat kind of paddle like brush, but it's really soft. It's really nice for like highlighter, if you just kind of like drag it down like that. I really like that. Also for like setting the under eyes or anywhere else you've like put concealer. I don't know, it's just a really nice brush. I don't actually need any of these brushes, but they're really good quality and I love them, so I had to. And the last brush that I got is this one here, which is the 208S brush, which is like an angled kind of like eyebrow brush. You can use for like winged liner as well, but I think that I'll probably just use it for eyebrows mainly. It's quite small, so it'd be good for like getting more detailed areas, or even like if you're using it with a pomade and like trying to get like hair strokes. I think that will be really good. And I don't actually have one of these for my brush belt at work, so I'm going to be using this on like clients and when I do freelancing and stuff. And then I got a kind of almost kind of like a brush. Well, it's not a brush, it is a lash curler. So I don't actually have one, and everyone says that they're really amazing, and I figured as a makeup artist I should probably have one. So I decided to get one of the MAC ones because they just look really nice, and everything that MAC does is really high quality. So I know that I'll be getting a good product there, because let's be honest, I don't really know what I'm looking for. Okay, moving on to the makeup. There's quite a lot. I have the most kind of like powdery things, I guess. So I guess I'll start with like the powders and stuff. So I got one of the Mineralize Skin Finish Natural Powder Compacts. I got it in the shade Light, and this is like a nice setting powder that's more like on the dewy side. It's like a mineral kind of foundation powder. It's made with minerals. So I mainly got this to set my under eyes. I like the fact that it's got that kind of natural finish. It's more sheer and it's like more luminous. So using it for the under eyes I think is a really good idea, because it's gonna look more natural and less cakey. If you're using like a matte powder, it can sometimes look quite cakey or powdery, but I think having that kind of light reflection helps to make it look a bit more natural. Also, like I said before, I'm getting the Studio Fix Tech foundation for when I'm allowed to go on the train without a mask, so I can like just quickly apply my foundation on the train and then, you know, set my under eyes with just like a pressed powder as opposed to a loose powder, because I have been doing that in the past and it just goes everywhere and I feel bad for all the other people, so I thought I better get a compact instead. I also did get though a Studio Fix powder as well in the shade NW20. So this is for like setting the rest of my face after I've done my foundation and my concealer and set my concealer and all that. So yeah, just like a matte powder to kind of match the rest of my face. I do have like some luminous setting powders, but I don't know, for some reason on my skin it just doesn't look the greatest. Like it just picks up all of my bumps and all my uneven skin tone and all of that. It's just not the best for me. I hate the way it looks. So I do quite often prefer to use a matte powder for the majority of my face. And the Studio Fix powder gives you like that extra bit of coverage as well. I tend to get like a lot of pimples or just like even red spots along here that sometimes the foundation will kind of wear away a little bit or just not completely cover it, and instead of just like applying more of the liquid foundation, I can just use this powder instead and it just kind of covers everything else up. Also good for like throughout the day if, you know, your makeup's starting to wear a little bit, you just apply a little bit more of the powder and it just kind of fixes it all up and looks like you've just applied it. So yeah, had to get myself one of those because my other one is almost run out. Then I got a bronzer, so the bronzing powder. I got the shade Matte Bronze because, like I said before, I like a matte finish because of like just my skin texture and stuff. It's also got like more of a cool undertone, so it's better for like using as a contour because it gives you that kind of shadow like effect instead of it being more warm and like golden. So yeah, I really like this bronzer. Such a nice shade. I do also have the refined golden bronzer as well, which is like more golden and quite shimmery, but the majority of the time I'll be using my matte bronze shade. So I really did just kind of like stock up on a lot of like essentials. I have to wear MAC makeup to work, so it's good to have my own that I can just have so that I can apply my makeup before I get to work, because you're not allowed to apply your makeup at work. So yeah, I'm really excited. And even though I got a pressed powder from under my eyes, I wanted to try out the translucent set powder, or it's actually called the invisible set powder. So this is like a loose powder. It's quite a big container, so I'll just be using this for like under my eyes and all those highlighting places, so I can imagine this is going to last me quite a while. I think this is a pro product, so they don't sell it at like your regular MAC, and so that's why it's a lot bigger. The other one, the Prep and Prime translucent powder, is quite a bit smaller, so I wanted to get the pro one because I wanted to be more economic and wanted it to last me longer. So I'm excited to try this out. I've been using the Laura Mercier powder and the Huda Beauty powder. The Laura Mercier powder is really nice and I really liked it, except I ran out of it really quickly, like within say like 3 months, and it costs like $70, and so it just wasn't like affordable for me to keep buying. I do still have some, but I'm looking at other options. So hopefully this is good, because I'll just start buying this instead. I'll let you guys know, like I'll have to update you guys in future videos on how all these products go. But yeah, some of these I haven't even tried, so we'll just have to wait and see. I've still got a few more powdery type products that I have to go, so I'll move on to the blushes. At my MAC counter, we don't sell like the regular blushes. It's like a reduced range counter, so we only kind of stock the top picks, I guess. So I've been using the mineralized blushes a lot lately, and I need to wear the mineralized blushes for work so people can see what they look like on and all that. So I got a couple of those because I've fallen in love with them from wearing them all the time. So I got the Naturally Flawless blush, which is probably my favorite blush, maybe even of all time, but it comes like this. It's a little bit different to like the regular MAC blushes. The shade's just like a really nice kind of, almost like a dusty salmony kind of color. It's just a really nice way to add like a bit of a natural warmth to your face. Otherwise it can look quite two-dimensional if you're just having like the bronzer and then the regular rest of your face. I really enjoy using blush to just kind of add in a bit more colour and make it look a little bit more natural. I never really was a blush person until like maybe 2 years ago. I kind of just started using it. But now I'm really into blush, so I really wanted to get a few of those so I can kind of build up my blush collection. The other shade that I got is Warm Soul, which is the one that I'm wearing today, I think. Yeah, I'm wearing Warm Soul. So this one is, I guess it's kind of similar to the other one, Naturally Flawless, but this is a bit more pink. You can't actually see in the camera because it reflects back gold. It's got like a gold shimmer, but it does have like that pink undertone. So that's quite a nice kind of soft, subtle pink shade. The mineralized blushes you do kind of have to build up, so it takes a little bit longer to apply and they're a little bit more sheer, but I quite like that because then you're not going to accidentally put too much on and end up with big streak marks or having to try and blend out a big colourful splotch on your face. So I really like the mineralized blushes for that, and these two are the ones that I kind of lean towards and I'll wear pretty much every day. I'll go between these two, so definitely my two favourite blushes at the moment. Then I got a highlighter, so I got the Extra Dimension Skin Finish. This is in the shade Show Gold. It's really such a pretty shade. I can't even describe it. It's like a champagne gold colour. You can see like that, but it reflects back pink. So it's like a duochrome. I thought that was so pretty. Can you see? Yeah, it's hard to capture, but in real life it's really cool. So like you can't see it from one direction and then from the other direction it's pink. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm so excited. So I'm doing makeup for my friend's wedding. I'm doing my friend's makeup and I'm going to do my makeup. So I'm really excited. I'm going to take all my new stuff up with me and it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. And that is it for all of the powdery type products. I feel like I'm taking ages, so I'm going to just kind of quickly go through them a bit more. So I got a Fix Plus. I decided to go for the matte one. I wasn't quite sure what one to go for because they're all really good for like different things, but I thought that the one that would be most beneficial for me to have that is different from any of my other setting sprays would be the matte one, because I use this constantly. Like, for some reason I've been getting quite oily lately, like maybe over the last few years my skin's just decided it wants to start being a bit more oily, and I'll notice throughout the day, like you can kind of even see that I'm a bit shiny, and that is from oil because I do mainly use matte products. So when I find that throughout the day I'm getting a bit oily, I'll grab the matte Fix Plus and I'll just spray my face. Like, I don't know, I guess I do it a decent amount, like maybe 6 sprays. Then I'll leave it a few minutes and it's just kind of like soaked up all of the oil and my face looks like I've just applied my makeup again. It's so crazy. I wasn't even sure that it was going to work. Like, I was pretty skeptical at first, but it actually does such a good job. But the one thing you do have to remember is that it's got like some type of powder or something in there, so you have to cover your chest if you're wearing black stuff or like dark covered things. I normally will just grab, like, I have a clipboard normally and I'll just spray my face like this, because I did spray my face one time with it and I ended up with like white stuff all on my chest and I was like, what is that? And then I clipped. So yes, be careful with that. I'm so excited for this. Like, I do get to play around with them at work, but to actually have my own that I can have with me at all times and just use even when I'm going away and stuff, it's really exciting. I also got concealer because I needed concealer to go with all my other stuff, basically all my other basic like essential things. So I had to get a concealer. So as I was saying earlier about how I'm trying to kind of buy things that I can use like on the train to do my makeup if I'm ever in a rush, I decided to get the Studio Fix concealer because it has the, you know, doe foot applicator to apply, so you can just quickly apply and then sponge it out and set it and so on. So I pretty much just got it for that because this is like for my travel bag. So that's going to be for that. But if I am doing my makeup at home or I have a bit more time and I can pump it out and then apply it, then I got the Pro Longwear concealer instead. So this one doesn't have an applicator, it has a little pump on the end, so you have to pump it out onto your hand or onto like a palette or, you know, something, and then apply it with a brush or a sponge. You also get more product in this little bottle than you get in this tube. So yeah, the bottle has more product, and the Pro Longwear concealer also has more coverage. So I quite like having a lot of coverage in my concealer. So the Pro Longwear is definitely one that I would more lean towards, and the Studio Fix concealer is more just to have in my little makeup bag that I keep in my work bag to, you know, touch up or finish off on the train. Then I got a brushstroke eyeliner. So this is a felt tip liquid eyeliner pen. So just like any other eyeliner pen, I guess, this one has a brush on the end, so it's not like the foam or felt tip type, it's a brush type, which doesn't really make the hugest amount of difference. It still does a job. They're both just as good as each other, but this one is quite nice. It lasts ages, gives you a nice black dark line with a really precise edge. I haven't found the brush to fray or anything like that. It stays nice and sharp the whole time. So I just thought I would pick up one of these because I'm almost out of my other felt tip eyeliner, and yeah, the MAC product's always really good, so might as well, seeing as I work for MAC. Then I got a few lip products. So I got the Prep and Prime lip. So this is such an amazing product. I really can't go on about it enough. I thought it was a gimmick, I'm not gonna lie. A couple of things I did think, I was like, surely not. Surely it doesn't actually fix those problems, but it really does. So the Prep and Prime lip, it's like a chapstick kind of product, and you apply this to your lips first to be like your primer. It's especially really good for if you're using a matte liquid lipstick. Oh my god, it is a godsend. You will know like how dry your lips feel after like even just an hour and a half, 2 hours, they start to feel really dry. And then after, say you're wearing it to work, and after an 8-hour shift, your lips feel like they're gonna just like peel off, like you've got sunburnt and you're just peeling or whatever. That's how dry you are. So I always put this on first. I kind of leave it for a few minutes to soak in, and then I'll like dab it to make sure there's not like an excess of it on the lip. And then I'll apply the liquid lip. I'll sometimes even use it just before using a regular matte lipstick or just any other lipstick if I, want my lips to feel nice and hydrated. And it makes a huge difference in how long it takes before your lips start to feel uncomfortable. So I can go like 4, 5, 6 hours sometimes without even remembering that I'm wearing liquid lipstick. So such a good product, amazing. I will always repurchase that because, well, as long as I wear matte lipsticks, which I can see myself wearing for a very long time, because they just are so amazing. And while we're on the topic of matte lipsticks, I did get one of the Retro Matte liquid lipsticks. So I got the shade Caviar, which is black. I always really liked black lipstick because it has that same kind of effect as like wearing a red lipstick does. So if you wear red lipstick and then you edit a photo to be black and white, it looks like it's black lipstick. I've always liked that kind of contrast between the skin and then the bold coloured lip. So yeah, decided to get a black one because my previous black lipstick ran out like 3 years ago and I just hadn't gotten around to getting one. And since then I have discovered the Retro Matte lipsticks and fallen in love with them. Really good matte liquid lipsticks. So yeah, got a black one, gonna wear it to work, very excited. I'm gonna try put some different glosses over top of it and see how I can like change the way it looks, because I think that's quite cool to experiment with as well. And I did also get a lip gloss while we're on the topic of lip glosses. So I got the shade Spice, which is kind of like a nude brownie shade. It's just a really nice nude neutral shade. You can just wear with like a lip liner. You can even wear it just by itself. Or I do have this Retro Matte liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Burnt Spice, and I have a lip liner called Spice from MAC as well. So they're quite similar. I think they'll go together really nicely. The liquid lipstick, it comes out a bit darker than it looks in the tube, so I think it'll match pretty much perfectly with that. It's really good to have like a very similar colour of lip gloss to the lipstick, because then you're not going to mix the lipstick in with the lip gloss like I have done with this one here. As you can see, I used a red lipstick and thought I could use a clear gloss over top. But no, don't do that. I know now that that's why MAC does the clear lip glosses in the squeezy tube instead of with the applicator. But yeah, really nice nude gloss. I'm very excited for that. I find it quite good if you do wear a matte lipstick and it's starting to feel dry, then you can just add a little bit of lip gloss and it totally changes everything. Then the final product that I got was one of the chroma cakes. It is another Pro product and I've been wanting this one so badly. It comes in a lot of different shades, but I got the white one. All of the other shades were sold out. I think white is a pretty good one to have because you can do so many different things with it. You can mix it with other colours, you can just use it as a base for eyeshadows or whatever to use on the rest of the body. I'm going to be using it for like full face looks, or you can bring it down onto the chest. You can do your whole body if you're doing like a dress up party or Halloween or something. Really versatile, and I can't wait to just kind of go a little bit crazy and experiment with my makeup. It's a water activated paint, so it's more of like a cake that you then activate with water to apply. They do have paint sticks as well, which is more of like a cream foundation formula with like a different color. It comes in like red, blue, green, yellow, black, white, purple. So I eventually I want to get all of them, but this is the only one that was in stock right now, thanks COVID. But yeah, I'm really excited to try this and just go a bit more out there with some of my makeup looks and use them with my new products. I'm so excited. The brushes, like, they're just going to last me so long. Like, it's such a good investment, so I am absolutely stoked. And thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, I will pop the link for the MAC website, or maybe even I might do all of the links. We'll see how into it I get. But yeah, I'll pop some form of link down below for you to have a look at these products yourself. And yeah, hope you have a great day. I will see you in my next video.